the pair that got hauled into tyres?
Aye.
Clive. The whole realm's in chaos. But as the old saying goes...
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Fretting about us, guys. Unless that is... So, what'll it be? No scratches, right? That it? Fine.
It seems the hideaway's lost it.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
I was wondering when next you'd visit. With the darkening skies. But be that as it may. I have a few new notes that might interest you. Now this, I believe you will find most interesting. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
What will it be today? Allow me to educate you. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
What are you making them skies, then?
Otto.
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fact storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any...
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I live the... Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate.
I'm sorry I could...
My countrymen are stronger than you think.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than... Tempting though it may be, sulking will...
You believe there's one?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more like... Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received, without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to...
Which is only ever going...
Defending a farmhouse against a band of... But pitchforks and palisades will do lit should the King of Waloed deign to invade.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Let me guess. You're here about the sky.
Is there anything you don't know, Lord?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better. And on the 6th day, did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting dark... But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zim...
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods?
Well, he has certainly exhibited...
There is nothing divine.
But he wouldn't be the first god. Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell... You will forgive me?
Certainly not. Even without this journal, you provided us ample with... Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one? Oh.
It would. We had as many owls arrive while Martha's got Akashic out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was...
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock. And even if I could get word to all of them, which means...
Jill and I...
Let them know we're on our way.
The messages from Martha, Isabel and Lubor weren't long. But what they lacked in detail, they more than made up for in urgency. Our friends need your help.
I'm ready when you are, Clive.
Clive! I don't mean to be gloomy. They need all the help they can get. Anything catch your eye? Always something in there.
First we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
Ghosts? Then a wall roast. Welcome, welcome. I'll be here if you need me. I saw it with my own eyes. The whole of Oriflamme under a flood. And where next?
I can't do it.
But you can. The Lord.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange...
With the blue eyes. Yes, they've taken so many.
Akash.
And what of your mistress?
Oh, no.
Then we'll look for her there.
Four left for more on the captain's orders.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very...
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but what more would you have us...
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me, and protect them I shall. Because in case you have forgotten, the people are but more than that. Your sisters, so you have a choice. Lay down your sword.
She speaks the truth, you know, this here. It's all we have.
What we have left is our luck.
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quick.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some...
I'd like you to consider my... What we need to consider... The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appear... And perhaps they did.
You're a pikeman, yes?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so... a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow.
Leave that to us.
My family.
It's all right.
I'm sorry.
Give me on. Did you see the
creatures? They came out of nowhere. They went for...
Do you remember where
On the road from Oriflamme.
It's all right. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
I assume you have a plan?
It was all they could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
Let's go.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me! Save your strength.
Stay down! Waken winds! You're finished!
There are always more.
I wish.
You have the
Don't thank us yet. There will be more.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right?
Yes. Well,
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at the...
hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task, so... it's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it... Now me, I never needed convincing. And the people I love. Now, if you don't mind.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe, but it has solved one. And that's one fewer than I had. Philippe will make a good captain. He reminds me a little of you, Clive, but without all the mocks and mows.
For the meadows, then.
That's what the captain said.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
But all our beds are taken.
Martha.
And you, Clive.
Otto said he'd been attacked by a Kashik.
Those skies are what happened. Not long. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the...
I thought you'd know. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. Let the men know you've come to help.
We're on our way.
Do you think there are as many as Martha said?
More.
don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Them not. Not a chance.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic foe.
Farewell. It's over.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place.
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
How do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where—
Did he? Take your wounded back. Martha will see you're looked up.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some if they were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we—
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift. But they got a pack of Akashic snap, and they got wounded with them!
Damn it all!
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now. The lift can only carry a few at a time. If those Akashic get as far—
It looked like the Guardians were going as quick as they could, but without danger. My brothers. Shh, don't talk.
Mad dogs. The lot of them.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up. But what about... I didn't... Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rossfield. If you aren't a...
Martha seemed to think you might need some help, and by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak, but we didn't know there would be so many.
Behind you!
Damn it!
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly... Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Farewell.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think...
And yet again, you've pulled me from the...
You've never been one to shy away from danger, so...
I see you're all...
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for East. You'll need to move the injured without her.
Don't you worry about...
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow.
Mad dogs, the lot of them.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Something's coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round to wait. Shall we?
Over here!
I needed that. Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last.
But it won't be long before the...
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out?
The same as Sir Wade.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Hopefully we'll have enough time.
How many of your men...
A damn sight less than if you hadn't.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear it's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. The inn here affords a good view of the land.
What do you say, Martha?
Well, when you...
My lord, there's... Oscar, over here. It is an... I am Oscar.
Murdoch.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father... Well, go on, then. Yes. If it please you, my lord, I would learn the duties of a...
But I am a shield no longer, and spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems...
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in... And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... It's all right. We know. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be... You were a squire once?
Know that I'll show...
I would not have it... I will not let you down, Lord Rossfield. We shall be staying here for the time being, and not just for the ale.
Cid, your new compat? Should I be worried?
Jill,
All lies.
your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're...
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place, but the fact is...
What did you say to me?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've... Yet, and at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the desert...
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen?
What makes you think...
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies.
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your...
That's enough. Any more of this and I'll come back when you're ready.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid.
I was about to ask you.
Costness is in chaos. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only... I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. These are cursed skies. Or an entire...
We're still working on the skies. Perhaps we can find a solution.
I hope so.
So? What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid, but have left to smolder. That anger.
My thoughts both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods. If only they could agree on...
And if there's one thing bandits...
What would Sid...
Well... He'd let them choose for themselves. And be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went.
That sounds like a recipe.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance, it may still be possible to make... Before presenting the...
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save...
When all that fear and anger...
It appears we have a... Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly.
As you wish.
You'll face it. Don't worry. Victor and I will do most of the...
Play along.
What he means to...
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. Conrad. May I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings?
A pleasure, my...
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver.
Victor says you told him that there aren't any men left to...
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red... You know of the 7 high houses? There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who...
I can't believe that.
Conrad's not what you called the Bright. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid.
Then let us band together and show these brutes that Dalimil is not to be trifled with.
My shop. Why would anyone...
If I had my pickaxe, I would... I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here, Natalie. Allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's
Lord Underhill.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you...
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most. It is only a matter of time before the peasants...
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, and while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment, which means that now, more than ever, if our humble town is to endure not only this...
All right, if it will happen. But you needn't have gone through this, Sheriff.
Thank you, Clive. She saw right. I didn't say it was good. Merely that it... Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briars.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat graced with time.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury.
I take it your scouts...
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scout. All.
You're not sick.
They don't just want food, they want...
I have a fate. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups. One from the south and one from the desert. In a move, doubtless, intended to stretch our already gossamer...
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the...
The rest, my friend, the city shall... The stakes, I concede, are high. But if
that is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hand...
Then it will be for us to see that their hands...
I thought you might...
We'll hold them off for as long as...
And we will do...
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
It's all yours.
They mean to overwhelm us.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting.
Then we should hurry.
Natalie, you did well out there. The inn...
Without you, there would have been... You saved us, Conrad.
We all saved.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either.
The plan, granted, it only took an army of...
Calm now, Victor. Why? We are united. As for you, Sid, I'll take that as a compliment. Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest. Run like the wind.
You're finished.
Only those who have nothing. Go empty your pockets.
already.
Farewell.
A deserter turned outlaw. We were more similar than he knew. No more vengeance. No more war.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. It's not true. We've lost so much already. Come to claim your just desserts? You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Was wondering when you had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to erupt?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys to...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Now's not the time. Now's the time to visit the infirmary.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. It is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua.
Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The City Guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, Bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
see the sun again.
It seems the hideaways lost
Blasted
its
book. Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well...
Are you sure it's me you're looking for?
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the... So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces.
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped.
Yeah, but this is my blimmin' kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing...
I've never been one to play favourites, Molly. So...
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to...
Wow. That's a kindly old fella who wants...
Fine. And if he does, I'll see if I can...
You do that. I thought I had it all worked out, but I'm buggered if I know where to find...
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try.
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, my first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with that, which almost certainly means they...
Perhaps a visit from Sid.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have... They were in the atrium when I last...
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain.
Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage, a classic. One of the young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm.
So the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The description... Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern. Their ground livers being the paste.
Dragon livers.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very colour of the...
So we know where to look for our liver.
Saint's bonnet, in contemporary parlance. A herb which grows along the north. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find...
Best of luck, Clive, and do save me a bite. One.
It seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
Rutherford, where would he be at Martha's?
What am I gonna do? But no more.
Is everything all right? You seem more...
Oh, I don't know what that means. Oh, I think Nan might be...
It's all right.
Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of it, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not... I wanted to ask her about it myself, but she'd never give...
Don't worry.
Oh, you let...
Of course.
Nan sometimes sells swords and that, but never to anyone who's not a friend of ours. That's how it's been for as long as I've known her. You don't think it's true what people are saying? Nan sometimes...
Lady Karen,
Not nearly.
you're doing good trade then.
What exactly? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. But here you are today, raking me over the coals like...
Just asking. All right.
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to...
All I know is that someone in Dalamil...
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocent? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman isn't...
You're right, Lady Karen. It was wrong of me to...
No. I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your...
Of course.
Still alive, are you? Thought you knew better than to put stock in unfam. Come back soon. And I mean that.
I spoke that the rumors were unfounded, along with some other things. And while it sounds like she may have done things...
Oh, I knew Nan was... But why would people say she was?
No, but people do things for all sorts...
Well, that trader, he said they were all talk, so that's where I'm going.
Are you sure that's wise?
Oh, but that's what...
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his own son's spear.
We're all gonna die! You hear me? The Akashic are coming and
What do you reckon we should do? I say we...
Sid!
Hard at your studies, I see. It's not a set of...
No.
Well... No.
And just how long has it...
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed...
Miss Mididol? And why would she have...
Because that's the only way to become a nin...
Miss Mididol said... The best way I see out...
Well, then your work is already...
The taking apart was easy enough, but...
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom.
You three need to learn to... So let's have a look at these parts with fresh... All right. Every piece has its own role to play. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything. This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is?
You're right.
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid?
I'll think about it.
Hold things.
Good thinking. These round parts are called the...
I do. But these aren't for frying back. But what if I wanted to weigh...
What are the chains for?
Well spotted. Which means... This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel.
I have. Miss Mididol's...
She puts them in all her inventions.
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move.
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before...
We know what part's supposed to move, so... Let's put the pieces together first, see what...
Not a bad idea. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts, and...
I think we've got...
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what...
Well, obviously you need to start with the body.
And the arms go on the body, and then the arms hold...
Very good.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with...
Oh, I just put the pieces together.
That's right.
Her hairs.
Yeah, hairs for the future.
What do you think, Sid?
With a little more help from Miss Mididol and Miss Shirley.
You hear that?
Until then, though... Dude...
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot? Didn't happen to forget anything, did you, Sid?
We're all gonna die! You hear me? The Akashic are coming and they won't stop until they've slaughtered.
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his own son's spear. Seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
Is a storm coming, Sid? You're that...
Well?
It was as you thought. They dismantled them to see how...
Oh, no, Mid will have...
Thankfully she won't. Although I was the one who went...
I'm so sorry, Sid. I shall see that the children are...
Please, there's no need. It seems to... She'd have them follow in her footsteps.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been...
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by...
No, it isn't. The university offered her to anyone else it would be an opportunity. But to Mid, who lost... But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever kept...
Which explains... She's working to give them a better life.
Ah, you've given them far more than that. If Mid is teaching my pupils her secrets, I suppose I should brush up on some of them myself.
Didn't happen to forget anything, did you, Sid?
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canva was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
all of us continue to work together in defending Delaware.
The bandits may be named, but look what they've left us with. A hard time.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
Are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are a strapping bunch.
Fuck! How the hell did they... Find it. No one knew where They're fine.
Sell swords in storm couldn't hold a candle.
Could be I know something more.
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumours about Nan.
Have you?
Go on.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever'll pay her price. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, and the more war being waged. And who will they all turn to? Why, the good.
And you've seen this...
Aye, you'll find her right here.
Here in Delaware? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market. But it'd be a bolder man than feeling bold, traveller. Now, if that's all...
Sorry to have kept...
You don't think Nan's the Reaper?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in...
Eh?
Lady Karen hasn't left her. away in weeks. So who has been running this store he spoke of?
Good question.
And I'll visit this store.
All right.
You too, Goots.
The gentlemen of the town guard are a strapping bunch. Perhaps. What a mess.
You fought very bravely.
The safety of the town is in our hands.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have late.
It was a fairly so.
That's up to die a slow, boys.
Now we can pretend this didn't happen. Stay down! It's over! Soil and stone! Awaken winds!
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be...
What were you going to do?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. Then you well...
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone. Before I change my mind. I need to find Goot.
Get your filthy paws off me.
Stop cock and stop spread.
For they are not lies. Every lie.
Goot.
He's gonna... He said she had to...
After what she did, it is only right. That loathsome harpy's very exist... Goots, was it? Only with your... Run along now.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. Promise me you... Or I'll...
Goot.
Enough!
Karen. But how did you...
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shitter ran afoul, though it was just. I thought the years might have taught you some sense. But I see you're the same pant. What was it we called you?
You.
Everything. It was all. And now you're... Good. galoots, you...
If you want a piece, you'll have to go...
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can... So, you remember what you told me when... An eye for an eye? Wise words, that. Wise words. And now... Sorry to keep you.
Is he...
Dad, isn't easy going through life one eye short of it. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working that said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't, so I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients... Always knew he'd be back, but he crossed a line, dragging pup. He didn't hurt you,
No, Nan, but...
Well, if he does, let's we take the other eye, then we work our way down. But something tells me... Right, let's get you back to the hideaway.
Remind me never to cross you.